Pinpoint?
So the homie hit me up. I just get a phone call, and the homie say, "Man, I'm doing something called Pinpoint, and it's for true writers." And I'm thinking, that's interesting. So shout out to Khalil, Dev K, you dig, for putting a light on the artists. You know, right now the industry has become so contrived and whatnot that people ain't really respecting the cats that really write, and respecting the ones that really play trumpets and drums and really do their craft. Everything is just so smushed together. So Pinpoint for the writers, thought that was real good, and it was something I took a liking to. Not to mention, we've been homies forever. You know, you always got to hold your troops down. So we pulled up. We're doing the Pinpoint thing right now, and now we're gonna let Dev K take over, and then we're gonna speak on some topics and touch on a few things, keep everything light and bubbly, but moreover, let y'all know we here and we active. Anything you'd like to say, Mr. Dev K?
Nah, I'm gonna just let you host the show because you're a good speaker, man. No, so yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Pinpoint. I created Pinpoint for writers. RBX is known as the narrator, and you've done so much in this game for the West Coast, even the East Coast. Like, you're worldwide. We definitely appreciate your talents and all that you've done for the music and hip hop as well.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So Pinpoint is the writer's brand, and we created this. I have like a little Arabic font because I'm part Middle Eastern, so I created that. And then Pinpoint, there's like a little target in the center of it, and what that represents is the accuracy of the writer. So we all have like
the PE.
Yeah.
The PE, you dig? So we're gonna keep it real. I think it's dope. So
Yeah, man. What is your point of the pen? When you first started, how old were you when you actually first started writing rhymes and lyrics?
Well, I was actually in the ninth grade.
No, okay.
I was in ninth grade. Um, but I didn't think my calling was rapping at that time. I was DJ Mellow E. I had turntables. You dig?
Mm.
I was I had aspiration to be like Grandmaster Flash. Shout out to Flash. You know, Flash has innovated so much,
Yeah.
and I was just shocked and awe with the scratching and the table spinning back and catching and all that. So that's what I started out doing. And just so happened that one night was a battle. Uh, the MCs that I had that was supposed to be representing, everything used to revolve around a DJ back in the days. So the MCs that I had supposed to be MCing that night was spooked by the opposition, and but they didn't tell me until the last minute. So I'm up there and I refused to lose. So I was up there spinning, and they didn't want to get down. So I think I put on Everlasting Bass. They had a flip side instrumental.
Oh yeah, Rodney O and DJ
Rodney O,
Cooley.
yes, I sure did. And I turned it over.
Shout out Rodney O, Joe
Joe Cooley, my folks said, "Hey man, what's happening, Jack? Smoke, it's all good. We out here." So I already told him that.
Oh yeah.
That was my joint. I used to put on Everlasting Bass and kill everybody. So I put the Everlasting Bass instrumental on, and I just went to work and like woo woo by myself. And I had some of my cousins and folks in the audience was like, "Man, you should be a rapper because you just did that and you did that swell." I was kind of upset because you got to have some scratching in there. I ain't had nobody to put the scratching in till I ran upon DJ Grand Wizard. So I was doing everything myself, and then when Grand Wizard came into the picture, I became an MC.
Oh wow.
So
All right.
I've been rapping ever since.
That's dope, man. Yeah, that's kind of crazy because it's similar to what I did. Like when I was growing up, I listened to Run DMC,
Man,
Jam Master Jay,
right,
and I started scratching before I started rapping.
right.
And it's kind of funny because the way that I wanted to, or the way I thought scratching was, is you drag the needle across.
Oh yeah, I can't tell you, so I wasn't gonna tell nobody that.
That happened to me, man.
I cannot tell you how many needles I ruined. My stepfather Woody was saying, whatever you do, You stay your ass away from my needles. He used to leave to work. He had a kind of turntable you could screw the thing. He always took his needle. He never left his needles nowhere around. After I got older and knew what was going on, he understood, okay, he done got it. He ain't breaking needles no more. However, the first go around when I got my turntables, yeah, I was wiki and it was wrong. And it took somebody to show me like, nah, you bringing it back. And then when you bring them back, you got to get slit mats. You got to get real jiggy so your record slide back correctly and catch in time. So it was really a craft to it. But I'm glad I went through all that to learn the ins and out of this music that we call hip hop that I love so much. And if you don't know it from the ground up, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like some of these cats with the new stuff, we won't get into the disrespecting, but if you don't got the first book, man, the chapter that you do creating is probably gonna be tainted, askew. So, peace out.
Man, that's right. We've been, you and I have been knowing each other since like almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
Since, wasn't his Albert, back in
Yeah.
the Dominguez Hills,
Yeah.
Carson area?
Yeah.
I met RBX at a recording studio when I was recording like my first couple albums, and RBX was there. Some other cats, right? Like Blue and them cats and things like
I think that at that time, you know, and I hate to say it like it, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. My folks wasn't looking out for me, and I was trying to figure out a way to keep my dream alive without playing all these games and shenanigans and whatnot. So I went over there. That's when I learned how to make the stuff, my music, and press it up myself. And then I was taking it to the swap meets and selling it, and was able to maintain.
Yeah.
Well, I was getting
Yeah.
them pressing up 5,000 press up, 5,000 at $5 a pop. I was eating. I could go
Yeah.
get a pastrami with cheese, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
happen to ask nobody for nothing, and and I didn't have to jump through hoops and deal with none of the Hollywood crap.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I've been. Everybody thought, well, X, you fell off. I fell away from the crap, but I've been really active underground. And if you pull up at Amoeba or pull up at the right spot when I'm there, I might have a CD for you that nobody in the world got.
Yeah.
So we doing it like that, man. We ain't really tripping on the mainstream, uh, uh, yada yada. I mean, more power to them. It just didn't happen for me, so I'm gonna do it the way I do it, and I love the way I do it. I love the underground, cause I could just make a joint tomorrow and drop it whenever, and don't have to worry about somebody telling me, nah, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. We can just do the independent thing. The vibe hits you, drop a joint, they gotta deal with it.
Yeah. That's right. I think the way of the future right now, everyone's going
Right,
independent.
independent.
You know, you got like Immortal Technique, Tech Nine. These cats are doing really good independently, and I know you and I have both gone that route as
Yeah.
well. You know,
And shout out to Tech Nine. He really does his thing, and I think um, because he's independent and it goes under the radar, nobody knows that he's really outsold and really in control of a lot of his destiny. More so than some of these mainstream cats that run around with the Maybachs and whoop whoop whoop. Yeah, but that's the companies.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
My brother's doing his thing, and that's his stuff. So probably if you see him in a big 4x4, and 9 times out of 10 it's his or one of the homies. He ain't really doing the uh, record company hoe a nigga out type deal, have you looking really good, and then by the end of the video, they snatching all the goodies back. Give me that ring, give me that chain, give me that car, and get out this mansion.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't deal with that. I'm gonna just keep it 100. So anyway, shout out Tech, bang. Everything has to be done with class. I don't care what it is. It's not what you do, it's what you say. It's how you do it and how you say it. So, think about your mothers and your sisters. If you don't want to put it on them like that, you might not want to, make that. If you
right.
embarrassed to play it around your mom.
Yeah, yeah,
So, but some of these cats don't care, and with that, then that's probably why you get what you get. But I'm not swimming in that lake, so you know.
Yeah.
I won't be doing those songs disrespecting my mom. I'm gonna throw back to the old era when everybody was striving to have a different sound. Like I listen to the gods. You dig? Rakim. I listen to the gods. Ice
Shout
T.
out Rakim, Ice T.
Ice T. All my dudes. You dig? Um, Ice Cube. These are the cats I was influenced by. P.E. KRS. Brother J. X Clan. So all those brothers had their own style. None of them sound the same. They all had their own way about dropping whatever they dropped. However they did it, their style, their way. Nowadays, everything is all sound the same. And I don't mean to disrespect nobody, but I ain't gonna start saying no names. But they all sound the same to me. Cause I was asking one of the young who was that. He was like, "No, that's yada yada." I was like, "Well, he sounds just like yada yada." No, he stole his style from yada yada, but yada yada. So I said, "Well, we got 5 cats, and they all doing the same, and it all sounds identically the same,
Right. Right.
and they dress sound identically the same. Extremely weird." Um, but that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping on their look, they dress, or none of that. But if you're gonna do the music, bro, you should strive to not sound like
Yeah.
skirt, skirt, skirt. I mean, come on, man. Everybody got the same.
Auto tune on
Oh
everything.
my God. And I'm a real artist. Sometimes the auto tune, if you hit it in the right time for the right dope. But you can't ride that wave the whole thing. If you can't sing, then don't try it. If you can't rap, then don't try it. But if you can, and then you using it for accent, like some of my homies that do dance hall
Yeah.
and bring it in at the right time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they killing it, but
Yeah.
they don't ride it as the wave. It's not
Mhm.
the main thing. It's not the main course. It's just like you have steak and potatoes, and the auto tune is just like a small tomato that you use to accent some shit.
Mhm. Mhm.
Get off of that. I'm gonna tell y'all that. Hey.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about your writing process. Like when you first developed your skills in writing and rhyming, and how did you start actually structuring your raps? Did you write? Of course, back then we wrote everything on paper, but
Still do.
yeah, yeah,
I ain't changed nothing.
yeah,
I got 2 pens and pads right now, so
yeah,
the black books are out.
yeah.
Um,
I still have one of your notepads in my studio
really,
somewhere. That you, yeah,
right,
yeah,
right. I don't, right now my process is I just pick the track. Sometimes I got to make sure the track is right because I'm a real artist, and if I just go all artsy fartsy, I can rap on anything, but that's not always viable, and people don't always understand that. You got to make something that's catchy and mainstream or something at least in the vein that we doing it around. So you can't just go too damn abstract. So um, once I get the track I just let the track tell me. I don't be trying to force my agenda. Sometimes I just play the music. I might play the music for the whole day. Won't say one word. Not one word. Just interesting. Very interesting. Then I might get a idea and I won't say nothing. I just if I forget it, then it wasn't meant to happen.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
I'll play it again. If that same tune comes back, the melody say, "Oh, that melody keep coming in my head." That's must was supposed to go there,
Yeah.
and I just let it. Oh, and culminate, and just put it all together, and then I fall back, listen to it. It's like take that out, add this, brainstorm, replace pieces, beat it in the shape, make afro.
Yeah. That's good to know, man. Like, this show is point of the pen, so my whole thing is, getting in depth with the artist.
Yeah.
Like for me, in most cases, I like to write to the beat. What is your preference? Do you sometimes write to the beat, sometimes you don't? Like,
Well, in my situation, I have to be ready to shoot from the hip. So I've learned always.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could write without the beat. I could write with the beat.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just write and snatch this, and it don't actually fit, but I'm like, and squeeze it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's yeah, we all over the board right now. Uh, my ideal way would probably be with a blunt track, banging, yeah, and a pen and a pad, and just pretty much away from everything, everybody's opinions, and oh, you should do this right here. Sometimes that's cool, but sometimes I gotta let my brain just spill out.
Yeah. Would you say growing up and when you first got into writing and rapping, that was a form of release for you, a self
I
expression?
mean, yeah, it was. I've always loved rap. I've always, ever since I was uh, bust upside the head with a mixtape from the Cold Crush. Um, I was always like, yo, that's the shit right there.
Mm.
Um, so shout out to the Cold Crush brothers, Grandmaster Cass, Brother Soul, um, underrated. You know, Grandmaster Cass is his brother that Big Bank Hank stole his shit from. Under CASN, the OVA, that brother. Hold on, y'all. I gotta have some lemonade for this one.
Homemade lemonade.
Homemade liver at the house. At the end, you gotta come through and get the homemade lemonade,
That's right.
Jackie.
Pinpoint headquarters.
Pinpoint headquarters. If you're not invited, then
You're not getting no lemonade.
you're not getting on, and you're not ignited. So
Oh, we got cookies too.
fresh. I don't want to get crumbs all on my palate and my cha cha. So, but back to Cass.
Yeah.
You know, into the writers. I was so inspired by them brothers that that's what I wanted to do. And I was also, if you're gonna write a rhyme, be really sincere about it. It's not for play on mine. Because I was around real cats when you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was real serious about their rhymes, and
Right.
it wasn't no hippity bop bop the bippity. Nah, we was past that. And it was all, everybody had balls, and you get your shit crushed. And then went to college and came back and was introduced to the Freestyle Fellowship, uh,
Lamert Park and all
the
that.
Mert Park, and I was already kind of dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I had mad skills,
Mm-hmm.
but then when the homies took me around, Micah and AC, Self Juke, Peace, Medusa, Jay Sumdi, let me see, Bombay, and my homeboy. Goodness grief. I almost dropped a tear, man. I don't want to get emotional. Gunja K. Mm. Sorry, y'all. But them is my cats. And the springboard that I jumped off of to get my thing together. Everybody ain't still here, but a lot of cats still doing their thing. So y'all know the motto is don't stop. It's hip hop and you don't stop, man. So
Yeah.
we ain't stopping, y'all. We gonna walk through the tears and everything, but y'all know what it is. W's.
West Coast.
So yeah, that's what happened, man. I had been going through a lot of loss. You know, Granny, then my Nettie Bird. Meanwhile, I'm losing homies, dropping Big Augie. Yo, shout to the Big Augie, his family and whatnot. Meanwhile, I'm thinking that my folks and true crew and all would be some kind of way to support. I ain't getting no support from nobody.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I support me.
Yeah.
Man, we ain't tripping on none of them. Ain't no hate. We know what kind of people they is now, but ain't no hate. It's just time to move forward, Khalil.
Yeah.
You got the lab. I just went to the lab, y'all. So I was out there. I seen the lab.
10th Ave recordings.
Yeah, shh. 10th Ave recordings.
All you artists come through.
Yeah.
You got bars?
Get at me if you. Yeah, because we might be wanting to do something now. You know, um, um, just because we older heads don't think we ain't finna reach back. And now all the cast of youngs that's out there were doing music, got bars, and really doing it, not just looking at the radio and then emulating somebody else. I'm a real artist. I'm a know. Soon as you try to do Drake, that's Drake. Soon as you try to do yada yada, that's yada yada. Don't do it. But if you do you and you do you well, when I hear it, when I see it, I'ma know, oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Or that's her.
Yeah, like original.
They gon' woo, that's
Yeah.
it. That's that thing. And
Authenticity.
then right. Then we got something we can work with. So always do you. Never fall victim to that, follow somebody else's bullshit, and you're gonna be alright. Pinpoint.
Pinpoint. What are you working on right now? You got some new
got
music coming out?
Yeah, I got some stuff, some singles. You know, I've been dropping singles, and I actually was trying to see if they were gonna be, if it was gonna become lucrative. You can't just keep feeding something and you don't know.
Yeah.
So I was kind of throwing singles out there to see if it, not so bad, not really the outcome that I was looking for. However, you got to get out there and promote and do everything as well. So I understand and realize now that there's more that things you got to do to do. But I just wanted to throw it out there to test the temperature. So now I got the albums coming. I got an EP coming, and I got a few singles that I'm about to drop. Um, I did something with one of my partners from Africa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, different sound. Ahmed, hey man, what's happening with you, Jack? Um, the new project that I'm working on, it contains some tracks from the homies from Canada.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And only because I wanted a new sound, and I don't know if it's like a political climate, but sometimes everybody knowing I'm related to Snoop or Daz or yada yada, some things become real difficult for me because everybody just see dollar signs and they not thinking. Some of the homies that called me from Canada wasn't really tripping on that.
Right, good.
They was like, yo, X, we know you in a situation where your money ain't up and you ain't got 20 bands to pay us for the track.
Right.
But we love your voice so much that we finna send you this heat for you to get down. Now, we need you to get down. That's the only thing we asking. We not asking you to give us no money, give us the points and respect, yada, yada. But we just need you to get down. And now that's what's been going on lately.
Was that I'm a fan of the hip hop, with the metal mixed in. Was that something else or?
That's something else.
That was dope. I like
liquid
that.
metal.
Yeah, that liquid.
The
metal.
liquid metal. Oh man,
that was some dope shit.
My boy was just hit me, and Stein was just hit me. Hey Stein, what's happening? That's the Supreme Circle D. Queen, yak, hey, what's happening? I got to put it out there for my folks, but that's what my boy was on me about.
Okay.
That's real big. So I still got 50 cows everywhere.
Really?
I got the Equinox, this little fire piece. I'm gonna throw this out there just to shock out.
Yeah.
But for real, to reinvent.
Yeah.
That's the liquid metal. I'm reinvented. I'm leading the rock band.
Yeah, that shit. You know me. I like.
I'm leading the rock band. Now this crazy you say that.
What would your best advice be to some youngins coming up? Some of the young ones coming up. What would your advice be to them?
Well, my advice to the youngs is, if you got something that you know that is uniquely yours, and it don't sound like nobody else, and your loved ones, your real ones that you, not your friends and all that, ass kissers and all that crap, but your real loved ones is going to tell you, oh, that's an ugly outfit. You need to go to them, and if they telling you that you got something to develop, then develop it and stick with it. And then once you do that, there's going to be people that not original, don't got it. and they gonna try to bring you down. So my advice to you is stay away from them and hang around all the people that got it.
Right. Right.
The it factor. I mean,
Authentic.
does that make sense?
Yeah, authenticity, right?
Authenticity, a natural drive. There's two sides of this industry. You know, where you have drive and contrived.
Okay.
And the drive is if if where you lack and you go get that. If you can't do this now, then you work on that. That's the drive. Contrive is way more auto tune.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
contrived.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm explaining this thing correctly, but y'all get me.
Yeah. Stay original.
Stay original. Stay doing you. Don't let nobody pull you off course, because that's their plan to make you less original so you can fit into the mold with them. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Because you're not gonna last as
Don't
long.
do that. Don't you're not.
Yeah.
You're not.
Your originality and your longevity won't last as long as someone like RBX, LL Cool J's been doing it forever.
Forever.
I mean,
Uncle L is the G. I looked up to Uncle L. Are you kidding me? Rock the Bells.
Yeah.
Bad. DP. My cat DP was having me. We was just speaking on this. So
you know, Bobcat. Yeah, he worked on the
cat too.
on the Bigger and Deffer album.
Man,
Cool
yes.
Battle
You know?
Cat, he's one of the guys that, shout out to Battle Cat, one of the guys that taught me how to work on reasons on the keyboard.
BC.
Making beats.
B Sizzle.
Yeah.
Hey man, what's happening, Jack?
What's up, man?
Activo. So we here, man. We doing our thing. I think a lot of people were under the impression that I was real bitter and angry, but I wasn't. I was more bitter and angry at the fact that life was whooping my ass. Lost my grandmama, lost my Nettie Bird, lost these people, and that took priority over the music. So I was more beat down by that than anybody in the rap game.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Everybody think, oh, he's giving up. No, ain't nobody can see me.
Yeah.
When I do my thing, I'm still X. I just had to get all the other crap up out of the system, and we're slowly working the cobwebs out, and we're gonna get some authentic X 10th Avenue recordings, and then we're gonna bust on you fools.
That's right. Come on down, record your music. We do videos. I'm doing videos now, so I do music videos.
Bar mitzvahs.
Whatever.
Whatever, man.
You got that check?
Yeah, come on down, dog. We active, man. We get chairs for your situation, a tent, a whole nine.
Yeah,
You can go and record the joint and then go back to the party the next day and bang your joint at the dance.
Yeah, and we'll make a video for it.
That part. The drone, I seen you.
Yeah, I got a drone, man.
Man, I
Call
see
him Red.
So
man.
we got things coming out, man. We connecting back with the love lines. Some of the new people you meet in life is really, really cool. But ain't nothing like the ones that you've already known for years that you've gone through the course with, and do the times and the changes that you can always reconnect with and build with. It's always a good look. So that's what's going on right now. We got things popping. Narrator X about to sign off. Premeditated entertainment. And shout out to all my troops and the ones that didn't get shot out and probably don't deserve to get shouted out. And what?
That's right, y'all. You were just tuned in to an episode of Point of the Pen. We got my man RBX. He's going to be leaving the building.